Consumers across the country are set to boycott companies who've retreated from diversity, equity, and inclusion initiatives and Donald Trump's push to eliminate them at the federal level. Could these planned consumer blackouts force companies to reverse course? Here's what we know now. What is planned for the February 28th consumer boycott?
The February 28th campaign is a 24-hour economic blackout. And so the idea there is don't spend money anywhere. So it doesn't particularly target one company, one retailer.
Which companies are being targeted in the consumer boycott?
The People's Union is also saying on March 7th through the 14th, they are boycotting Amazon. And then they've since announced a Nestle boycott March 21st through March 28th. And then another group is currently and indefinitely boycotting.
Power to the people. Power to the people. They see us in crowds. They see us marching. And we need to make sure that we share those images and keep sharing them. Let people know that people are marching and demonstrating. And if you want to participate without doing either one of those, the way that you can do it is by helping us hurt them where they love it the most, their bottom line. So make sure that you refrain from buying from any big box, any large retailers tomorrow. In fact, don't buy anything tomorrow. That means Amazon. That means Target. That means Walmart. That means Whole Foods. All of the big box stores, all of them. Do not shop online. Do not shop in person. Do not shop, if you can, at all. Let them see us and let them know they need us. And they won't have us until they bring peace, they bring diversity, inclusion, and they respect immigrants, they respect trans lives, they respect women. Everyone, all the vulnerable communities, we need to step up. And this is the smallest thing that you can do. More information will be posted tomorrow. It's all over. All you have to do is look for the February 28th boycott.
And the millions of people pledging to have an economic blackout tomorrow, Friday, February 28th, in protest of Donald Trump and his administration. Let's chat. If you're new to my account, my name is Ford Sanders, and I'm a news reporter based out of Austin, Texas. But like I said above, you see that headline. It's an economic blackout. It's for one day. That's tomorrow, Friday, February 28th. So let's really get in.
I am hoping you guys have made plans for tomorrow. Tomorrow is the economic boycott, February 28th.
Oh, take it easy. It's 8 in the morning.
No, it's a coffee. And I'm talking about the economic blackout on Friday, February 28th.
You're taking your coffee black.
No, I'm not shopping at retail stores for 24 hours to remind corporations of the economic power of the consumer.
Please buy something.
No.
I'll give you same-day shipping.
No.
If you check a box, you'll get 15% off.
No, and this Friday is just the start. The person organizing this has planned other boycotts throughout the spring.
Who's planning this?
John Schwartz, the founder of People's Union USA. His videos went viral on TikTok and Instagram.
Our government no longer serves the people, it serves the billionaires.
Of course, we don't yet know how impactful this boycott will be on a company's bottom line.
I can get you same-day shipping on a Tide pen.
You may have seen calls on social media for an economic blackout on February 28th. The campaign has gone viral online and has been shared by a few celebrities. So what
if I told you that for just one day, we could send a message so powerful that February 28th, the 24-hour economic blackout begins? Will you be a part of history?
Could this strategy, which has worked for the political right, impact targeted businesses?
Similar to what the political right did do in terms of there were boycotts when they were pressuring these companies to rein back their DEI efforts. Folks who are doing these boycotts now are hoping to do the same thing, but get them to, instead of rolling back the DEI initiatives, bring them back.
This strategy, which has worked.
Welcome to No Joker. Welcome to the show. So today we're going to discuss boycotting. Al Sharpton want black people to boycott. They want black people to stand up. I think this is probably, since I've been alive, maybe the 20th time this probably happened. And every time we're gonna show them. Every time. I remember when I first seen it happen, I was a young kid though. Very young kid. And it was on the news, and now Sharpton, and he's, talking his talk, and and ever since then he just got richer and richer and richer. But Sharpton announces boycott of companies ending DEI. So if you end the DEI, he's coming after you. Target, Walmart, Home Depot. Y'all know y'all worth billions of dollars, but this guy said he's going to come and destroy you. With a group of people that can't even get their lives together, but they're going to have $1 billion company shaking in their boots. People that can't even organize to get a block under control with violence, right? Their own kids are getting killed. Everything. A group of people that depends on the government, because this announcement is not for the other side of black folks. It's for a certain side of black folks. It's for a certain group of black folks, not the black folks that you really don't see as much. The black folks that you really don't hear much about, it ain't for them. They busy working and, building wealth and, taking care of their families. And this is not for them. There's a few of them that's in that circle. They're a little brainwashed. But it's not for them. It's mostly for his people, the people that, mostly degenerates, or the people that really didn't make it in life, This is mostly for them. Al Sharpton on Monday announced a boycott of companies eliminating diversity, equity, and inclusion programs, saying the efforts will be in spirits of the late civil rights leader, Martin Luther King. So he wants to put all of this on M.L.K, huh? He want to put all of this on M.L.K. M.L.K. right now is rolling in his grave. Because M.L.K. was sharp. He was intelligent with his speech. Handsome. Meanwhile, you got this dude that would look like he used to eat cupcakes every day. Now he sniffing something. We don't even want to say it on the air, but just to let you know, maybe the Hispanics call it Blanco. Yeah, he's sniffing that Blanco. Or maybe it's Ozempic. I don't know, but every time I look at him, he look like the Crypt Keeper. It's like he need to change his name to Reverend Crypt Keeper. The man got so skinny, it looks like he's about to disappear. The same way DEI disappeared, he looked like he disappeared. He's so skinny. He's so skinny. Abracadabra, Reverend Al Sharp. Abracadabra. Now he says here, they say, speaker from the Metropolitan AME Church, Sharpton said his organization, the National Action Network, is calling upon all Americans. Don't be calling upon all Americans. You call upon your peoples. You call upon your peoples to pull up with this nonsense of boycotting. Boycotting. So half of these people probably work for the company. So y'all boycotting the same companies y'all work for? How y'all gonna pay y'all rent? So y'all boycotting the same companies y'all work for? How that's gonna work? So on Friday, you gonna clock out. You clocking out 7 p.m. on Friday. And at 9 p.m. you gonna boycott? So you clocking out 7 p.m. and by 9 p.m. you're gonna be outside the same place that you were boycotting. And then when you gonna clock back in? You clocking back in Monday? You clocking back in Monday? Because the people that are actually thinking about doing this are people who most likely they work at the retails. These not people who's entrepreneurs and they got their products in the stores. These people don't have their products in their stores. These are consumers. These are consumers who became or who not also became because they are, but they're becoming even poorer because they're consumers. They can't help but to consume. They consume food and they consume products. They're the biggest holders of credit card debt. But all of a sudden, you think they're going to stop consuming because of DEI? Most of these people can't even stop not doing the things that is good for their neighborhood, like start snitching on bad criminals and, start encouraging their kids to read more books and, stay off the streets and stay out of social media. They can't even do that. They can't even control a few square miles of where they live. They've so focused on the town and the government and the mayor and the police stopping what's going on in their neighborhood, but them. And you think they're going to come together this time. Since I've been alive, this probably happened 13, 15 times. So now, this here is the time. The National Action Network, they're going to get millions of donations. It's going to be new positions. They're going to talk about how they're going to protest. And then after the protest, they're going to open beautiful black communities. And these black communities is going to be crimeless and, and hopefully they win and the DEI comes back and hopefully all the mayors will be DEI and all the police officers will be DEI. They just want a beautiful DEI world where everybody is living in peace amongst the rule of DEI. This is what he wants. This is what he wants. Regardless of their race or gender. That's a lie. That's a lie. He want all the Pookies, all the Keishas to come out. He want all the Pookies and all the Keishas to come out. And yes, Pookies and Keishas could be any race, any gender, but you know what? You know what kind of Pookie and Keisha I'm talking about. You know the ones I'm talking about, the ones you don't want, the ones that you, a person who don't break the law, a person who have respect for law enforcement, a person who is educated, a person who has more out of your life, a person who they into working but they more into working for themselves and building wealth. They're not really into the government. Yeah, that's the type of Keishas and Pookie he talking about. Now it says here at the end, to boycott companies that will no longer support DEI. So companies, billion-dollar companies, I know y'all into, we know y'all into making profit, but we want y'all to just think about it. Just please think about it. We want y'all to bring people into your organization that they may not know how to do the job as well. They may not be as educated or as good as another person, but we want you to please have them join your company. Have them join your billion-dollar company. We know you go afford a few paychecks going out to people that really don't deserve it. You can afford it. You're a billion-dollar company. Please bring her in. She's a wonderful black girl and she's nice and yeah, she may have a potential to steal every once in a while, but it's the DEI law. You have to hire her. This is what they want. Now, it goes on to, why do we have DEI? We have DEI because you denied us diversity. Who denied this? Is this 1940 and 50 or is this 2025? Is this 1940 or it's crazy how black people today think that they being hosed down by police for sitting in a chair that says white. This is not 1950, 60, or 70. Half of these people wasn't even alive. Half of these people don't even know what even happened back then. It's people that are 20 and 19 years old. If you do the calculations, that means they was born in the 2000s, the best time ever. The best time that we ever lived in. The best time people of color ever lived in. The best. Compared to the 30s and 40s and 50s and 60s and 70s and 80s. It's the best time. And you still have people who are 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. They in colleges to talk about how they are left down by society and how every day they feel racism. Crazy, crazy world. It says here, you denied us equity, you denied us inclusion. DEI was a remedy to racial institutional bigotry. Practice in academia and in these corporations. Interesting. Institutional racism. Racism does exist institutionally. Racism, it exists right there on your block. Racism exists at your work. Racism exists within your own family. Racism exists everywhere you go. You know why? Because you cannot change people's minds of how they feel about you, especially a group of people. If there are black people that feel some type of way about other groups of people, I will call them racist. There are Hispanic people that feel racist about other groups of Hispanic people that they feel like, some Hispanics think that they're 100% European. Not Spaniards. Spaniards are 100% European. Well, nobody's really 100% anything, but you know what I mean. They feel like Hispanics is like, oh, nah, these niggers. So there's racism everywhere. There's racism amongst Hispanic, black and black, white and black. You can't get rid of it. All you could do is go on with your life and live in this world that is so free, where you as a black man could educate yourself, make the right decisions, or Hispanic man, or any man that of color, Indian man, Indonesian man, Filipino man, Colombian man, all these mans, they could do the right thing and make choices, make better choices, and not get into trouble, not go into a prison system where you're gonna have to really deal with racism. You know, not put yourself in situations to deal with racism. That's how you combat racism. It says here, now if you want to put us back in the back of the bus, we're gonna do the Dr. King Rosa Parks on you. Sharpton said on those gathered cheered. Wait, as those gathered cheered, my bad. I guess this was supposed to be like a tough statement. He don't even believe this. He don't even believe it. He's probably looking down on his cell phone. He pretending looking at notes. Right now he's looking at his bank account. He's like, "Ooh, I made a lot of money today. I made a lot of money today on these black fools. These black fools. You must have forgot who we are," Sharpton added. "Who are you? Who are you, Sharpton? You was fat, now you skinny. I don't even know who you are." I was just thinking the other day, I was watching on the news, I'm like, who's starting this protest? And I looked it up, and I'm like, oh, Al Sharpton? I'm like, who is he? Who is he? Who is this guy? Is he a fat guy? Or is he a skinny guy? Do he like Jenny Craig? Or do he like that little character on SpongeBob, the little skinny one with the long nose and big head? Him. What's his name? He looks like him. He looks like that SpongeBob character with the long nose and the long head. That's what he looks like. We are the ones that look to everything, and we still here. According to SHARPTON, the council will engage in 90-day study of what companies has given up on DEI. Ooh, they're so scared. They're so scared. Let me see. Target, they probably made $10 billion last quarter. So what are you trying to do? You trying to knock them down to $9 billion? That's what you're trying to do? That's what you're trying. You know your peoples can't stay together for nothing. You know if some new Jordans come out on Friday, this whole thing is done. This whole thing is a wrap. They gonna forget what they even came out for. Half of them gonna come out. Matter of fact, it's Thursday night, so you know they're gonna be at the bar drinking Hennessy all night. Then the next day they gonna forget what they were supposed to do on Friday. They gonna forget what they were supposed to do on Friday. Everybody gonna be like, yo, we supposed to do something on Friday. Wasn't we supposed to do something? Oh man, what were we supposed to do on Friday? Something about, I think it start with a B. What was that? Hey, yo, Mike, you know, you got your calendar? Yo, look at your calendar. What were you supposed to do on Friday? Mikey gonna be like, no, I don't use the calendar. I don't make no schedule. I'll just go day to day. And the dude's still gonna be like, yo, what were you supposed to do on Friday? All right, man. You know what, man? Let me go smoke a blunt, man. Yo, anybody got any blunt? He gonna smoke a blunt, and then he gonna really forget. It's gonna be a whole bunch of people that's gonna forget that they were supposed to boycott on Friday. And these are the people that you depended on. Sharpton, Mr. Al Sharpton. Are these the people? Good luck. He said here, after that, 2 companies will specifically be targeted in the boycott. Who are these companies? Who are they? Who are they? Meanwhile, Sharpton added he will support companies that have doubled down on DEI, like Costco. Like Costco. They just fooling y'all. They don't care about no DEI. Costco could care less about DEI. You know what Costco worrying about? Costco worrying about their membership. Because if you're somebody like me that's in the stock market, you will know that is their major priority every single quarter. Every quarter, their memberships. And probably, we don't know the data, but their memberships is probably most likely a lot of people of color. A lot of people of color. Because Costco is a savings store. That's a store you buy in bulk. And guess who loves to buy in bulk? Because they got a lot of kids. People of color. People of color. White folks don't traditionally buy in bulk. Not saying that they don't buy in bulk. But white folks traditionally across the United States, they're not known for having an average of 6-7 kids in one household where they have to buy in bulk. Most white folks, a lot of white folks are known for even having kids after 30, 35, 40. And they usually have 1 or 2 kids. people of color, a lot of times they end up having kid at 18, 19, 20. By the time they 30, 40, they already on kid number 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So guess who got to buy in bulk? Guess who has to buy in bulk? Sharpton announced, we as part of the larger ceremony of the church, honoring the slain civil rights leader on the same day President Trump was sworn into office. The church, where where abolitionist Frederick Douglass' funeral was held and Rosa Parks' casket was packed with supporters. What this got to do with DEI? What do this got to do with what do talking about the civil rights and all this stuff got to do with DEI? What is it? I'm sure DEI was probably necessary at one point in time, but I don't know why. I don't know why. Why are you begging? Why are you begging? I thought you're strong. Black power. Why are you begging? Create your own. Right? People always talk about, oh, black people, man, they had their own this, they had their own this, which is true. Which is true. At a certain time in life, on this land, black people was doing right. And that's when the laws was against them. Their family was intact, nuclear family was intact. Dad came home every day, did what he had to do. Mom did what she had to do. It wasn't no woman trying to be a man and all type of stuff and call the police on the man and getting a check to kick the man out. It wasn't none of that going on. Wasn't none of that going on, but the white power, they figured out how to break y'all. They figured out how to break y'all. Take away y'all jobs and put drugs in the community and see what happens. The biggest experiment on the planet, and it worked. It worked. It worked. And you know why it worked? Because y'all want DEI. It worked because y'all want DEI. Trump intended to end DEI practices in the federal government through an executive order on his first day in office while coming into the White House. On his first day, this was his plan. To stop y'all idiots from destroying yourselves. Trump is trying to stop y'all idiots from destroying yourselves because he knows the Democratic Party, the Democratic Party relies on your stupidity. Without your stupidity, the party wouldn't even exist. It would have been one party and it would have been an independent party after the Civil War. I don't even know how a party like the Democratic Party still exists after the Civil War. You know why it still exists? Because people of color didn't have the power. They didn't have the power to get rid of them. How is a party still standing after they wanted slavery to continue? How can you even trust a party after? That's the party. Everybody know that, well, everybody with common sense and everybody that can read and know history is right in the books. Everybody know that is the party that was for slavery. Why is the party not abolished? How is this party still standing all the way to 2025? Do you know why? Because back then, people didn't have power. Imagine if there was a civil war today. Imagine. Where one party was for slavery, the other party was against slavery. Even though it was probably for different reasons. We don't know, there's a lot of interpretation, who knows? But it doesn't matter. They still wanted it to end. The Republicans wanted it to end. And just imagine, 2, 3, 4 years later, after the civil rights end, and that party is still able to establish themselves. They still able to get support from the federal government. They still able to spread their narratives all over the world and all in major cities. They still able to call themselves Democrat after you caused a war because you wanted slavery to move on because it was profitable. You're still able to be here, and you're still able to now no longer, you can't operate in slavery mode, but you can operate in mental slavery mode. It says here, this order will ask the Office of Management and Budget and the Office of Personnel Management to coordinate with agencies to determine when it is deemed as all discriminatory programs in the agencies, those officials said. Sharpton, in his remarks, also painted a stark difference between those gathered at the church and those gathered to support Trump on Monday. I'm there to support Trump. I'm not there for no church. I'm not there for no church. And y'all shouldn't be there for no church neither. You know where church is? You know where real church is? Church is within you. Church is when you get up in the morning, you look at your kids, and you just say like a little mental prayer. Church is when you get up, you look at your beautiful wife, and you just thank the Lord you got her, and you say a little prayer. Church is when you have a tragedy in your family, and y'all all get together within yourselves, not with strangers, not with a stranger that's preaching to you, not with strangers sitting beside you that's forcing you to give $1 to a gold plate that's real gold. I'm talking about the people around you, the people that know you, the people that know your heart. That is, and that should be your only church. That should be your only church. Y'all think I'm lying, huh? It's true. It's true. Now it says here, we want people to see the tales of two cities in one district, says Sharpton. On one side of the town, M.L.K. gave his life to open up America for everybody, black, white, gay, straight. It didn't matter. That's a lie. That's a lie. He added. Do you see how they add stuff? You see how they play around with history? M.L.K. was now thinking about gays and transvestites. You telling me y'all changing the narrative? This is what Democrats are good at doing. They change narratives. Now they're saying that. Now they're saying, oh yeah, Martin Luther King, he did all this for black people, white people, gays, trans, goats, piglets. Now all of a sudden, he did it for everybody, right? He did it for everybody. He, she, it. He did it for them. Sharpton said was on the violence. What is he talking about here? Was on the violence. Did he complete the sentence? Oh no, he said, oh no, it starts up here. My bad, y'all. We want people to see the tales of two cities, blah, 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 blah. And then he said, we are with Dr. King. Dr. King with you. But Trump said was on the silent violence. He pointed to Trump promise to pardon January 6, 2001. Yeah, of course he gonna pardon them. Of course he gonna pardon them. They was down for the cause. They was down for what he was all about. They was down for what he was all about. Those are people that they didn't sit around like black folks and just talk. Oh, we're gonna protest. Those are people that went straight to the White House. Well, since when you seen a group of people go straight to the White House? Besides the Black Man's March, that weak Black Man March y'all got going on. Them white folks, man. That's what I'm saying. That's why I'm down with They went straight. They don't talk like y'all. They said, all right, you know what? We're going to go there. We gonna show black people how you really make a change. We gonna show y'all how you really should make a change. And they went down there and they made a change and they made history. They did something black people they don't even got the guts to do. The only thing black people got the guts to do is go to a corner store and shoot it up. They got the guts to go to a corner store and shoot it up. That's the only thing they got the guts to do. Nothing else. Nothing else. That's all they got the guts to do. So we're going to see how this goes. We're going to see how this monumental protest is going to go down. We're going to check it out. And stay tuned, I guess. Stay tuned. Al Sharpton. Scammer. Like, so, well, first, comment. Then, I want you to subscribe. Thanks for watching.
Daddy, why the world is so crazy?